So in our previous video, I spoke about how you can get accommodation if you're in the UK, or if you're planning to migrate to the UK, places you can actually find accommodation like Facebook Marketplace, Zoopla, and so on. In today's video, I will be talking about some of the things you need to be able to rent in the UK. So if this is a topic you are interested in, I would say stay tuned and let's go straight into it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Celine, and over here I talk about things that happen in Scotland, in the UK, and also my life. Okay, so if these are topics that you're interested in, I'll say please do consider subscribing to this channel because we bring you good stuff. Yes, now we're talking about things you need to have in the UK to be eligible or to be able to rent in the UK. So the first thing is, before you get a place, you definitely have to find out the area that you want to live. Let's say you find out the place you want to live. UK is a very big place, so getting to know where you want to live, sometimes you really need to search where and the area that can actually help you. So let's say you find out the place you want to live. The next thing you have to do is to see if you are actually eligible to rent. In the UK, it's not everybody who can actually rent. You need to be above 18 and also legally staying in the country for you to be able to rent an apartment, a house, whatsoever. All right. So, and equally in the UK, there are two ways you can actually get a rent, and that is either directly from the landlord or from a letting agent. So these people are registered under a certain scheme in the UK. So when you're taking houses from people, you can also check if these people are registered under these schemes in the UK. When you do this and you go into the house, things becomes a bit easier for you because these landlords or the letting agent do not impose things on you just anyhow. If you don't check on the landlord, sometimes there've been some complaints from other people that I've known or I've heard that their landlords can just come in and say, I've increased this, I've increased that. But if you're taking the house and you check all these things, it helps you from getting into such some minor problems with your landlord. The next thing you will also have to check is if your documents are intact, because the landlord will request for your documents. There are ways of checking your stay in the country, and you can they can do this either manually or they can do it online. So every landlord will want to know if you actually have the right to stay in the UK. Also, the additional document they will ask for is most of the landlords will ask for your proof of employment. This is because they want to be sure that you taking the house, you will be able to pay for the rent every month and you will be able to take care of the property, not just coming in and staying anyhow that you want, and by the end of the day you're not able to pay for your rent. So they do check all those things. So you need to have documents to show that indeed you are somebody who is working and you are somebody who is illegal in the country, and therefore you have the right to rent. In most cases, you will be asked for a sponsor. Majority of the landlords, if not all of them, majority of the landlord will ask you to bring somebody to guarantee for you before they let out their house to you. This is just to prevent, I think, for their own safety, I think so. So if you're going to rent an apartment whatsoever, it is like 90% that the landlord will ask you to bring a sponsor, somebody to stand in for you. So these are the things that you really have to get to be able to rent a house in the UK. You need to identify the place you want to rent it from. Secondly, you need to be eligible to rent in the country. And thirdly, you need to your immigration status you need to be legal in the country. Yes, because they will check your immigration status, whether manually or online. Okay, so that is also one side of it. And the last thing you will have to get is a sponsor. So if you are looking to get a place to rent, then these are the things you have to gather before you can end. Also showing that you are working and you can pay your rent. These are the 5 things you need to have on you to be able to rent in the UK. But before I go, I always say that the perfumes or the fragrances that you use can actually draw people close to you or let them go away from you. And so today, if you're somebody who really admire perfumes, then I would say FM World is a company that brings to you perfumes that are very luxurious but very, very affordable. If you want to have to see more, I will leave the link down below and in the description button. You can go there and see how wonderful and how great their products are. Yes, so thank you so much for staying with me. If this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.